curious, inviting. 10,000 years ago, the Pleistocene Era was a frozen, unforgiving landscape. To survive out here, you needed thick fur, deep fat reserves, or very sharp teeth. It also hosted what looks like an ultimate heavyweight matchup. On one side, we have the Woolly Mammoth, a 6-ton tank of the tundra. On the other, a highly coordinated tactical squad of 4 Smilodons, better known as saber-toothed tigers. Pop culture trains us to expect a glorious, action-packed brawl here. We picture the cats fearlessly leaping through the blizzard to take down the giant in a clash of titans. But biological reality is far less cinematic. Wild apex predators are highly pragmatic opportunists. They actively avoid fair fights, because a fair fight means a high probability of injury or death. To figure out who actually wins this encounter, we have to throw out action movie logic and look directly at the strict biomechanical limits of these animals. The mammoth is heavily fortified. Underneath its thick skin lies a dense layer of fat, covered by shaggy, matted hair that functions as padded armor. Up front, it wields curved tusks that can grow up to 14 feet long. These operate as both heavy snowplows and massive spears, capable of sweeping away multiple attackers in a single motion. The Smilodons are built for a completely different style of engagement. They are heavy, muscular rustlers, weighing up to 600 pounds. They lack stamina for sustained running, relying entirely on ambush and grappling. Their primary weapons are their iconic 7-inch canine teeth, but those giant teeth come with a serious physical compromise known as the glass jaw problem. They are fragile surgical instruments. If they strike solid bone, they snap. They're only effective for slicing soft flesh. That single biological flaw heavily restricts their entire strategy. The cats cannot bite the mammoth's armored legs or flanks. They are forced into a narrow, highly dangerous approach, targeting the soft tissue of the throat, exactly where those 14-foot tusks are waiting. Before these two species even make physical contact, the geography of the Ice Age dictates the terms of engagement. If they cross paths in deep snowdrifts, the mammoth has the immediate advantage. It easily plows through the powder, while the heavy cats sink. Stripped of their mobility, the Smilodons become sitting ducks. The odds completely reverse if the fight spills onto a frozen lake. 6 tons of bulk means 0 traction on smooth ice. If the mammoth slips and falls, it struggles to get up, allowing the cats to use their claws to grip the ice and swarm. Extreme terrain guarantees a one-sided slaughter. To see how their predatory capabilities truly measure up, we need to evaluate them on neutral ground, the firm, frozen dirt of the open tundra. Out on the hard dirt, everyone has firm footing. To pull off a kill here, the pack of 4 cats has to execute a perfectly coordinated ambush. Running 100 simulated encounters reveals a stark reality. The mammoth wins 80% of the battles. It rarely needs complex tactics, using sheer mass to panic and thrash. A single tusk sideswipe or heavy stomp easily breaks a cat's ribs. Faced with an overwhelming threat, the pack often abandons the ambush. But then there are the remaining 20 battles. These are the rare instances where the Smilodon squad successfully brings the giant down through sheer attrition. Yet even when the pack executes their strategy flawlessly, a 20% success rate indicates just how mismatched these assassins are against a healthy tank. Those rare 20 victories are brutal, grueling processes. 2 cats must act as distractions up front, while the others latch on to the giant's flanks, slowly bleeding it out until exhaustion takes over. The dark reality of this strategy is the mandatory blood sacrifice. In almost every successful kill, one cat gets crushed underfoot just to slow the mammoth down long enough for the pack to strike the throat. This creates a classic Pyrrhic victory. The pack secures the meal and wins the battle, but the physical cost of doing so is so severe that it functionally equates to a long-term defeat. You cannot trade a pack member for a single meal. It is mathematically unsustainable, pushing the entire species steadily toward extinction. Apex predators survive by recognizing this exact calculus. They hunt the sick, the very young, or the elderly, actively bypassing the healthy adults. The math of the Ice Age leaves us with one unavoidable conclusion. If a predator ever finds itself locked in a fair fight with a giant, it has already made a fatal mistake.